Well, Columbus has a new normal. We have a stay-at-home order. We're talking about that today. Keep on watching. Hey there, it's Riggs here, a realtor with Coldwell Banker King Thompson, bringing you all things real estate here in Central Ohio. Well, if you've been watching Ohio, you know right now, effective at the time of this video, we are ordered by our governor, Governor DeWine. There is a stay-at-home order in place now through April 6th for all Ohio residents. So the coronavirus and COVID-19 have drastically changed life for the entire country over the last several weeks. How it relates here in Ohio is there are essential businesses that are permitted to be open. Many of them are grocery, pharmacies, gas stations, banks, etc., as well as real estate and real estate services. So I'm doing this video because I've had several folks have reached out to me to say, what is going to happen now with real estate now that there is an official order for folks to stay home? How are you going to show houses if folks can't come out and see them? So, here's my thought. Real estate is considered and deemed a essential service. And if you think of it in the bigger picture, real estate is a huge part of our economy in terms of all that goes into buying a home, selling a home, investing, commercial, etc. And that I do understand folks' concern. If real estate stops, it literally can cripple an economy. Hence 2007, 2008, right? Things go crazy in the real estate space. It hurts us all. We're in a space right now, though, that the coronavirus has really just hurt us all and really changed life for all of us. And I think what is trying to happen here is we're trying to keep some forward movement and try to keep some level of normalcy for all of us throughout the country, to be honest. But I'll speak to what's happening here in Ohio. Folks are asking, Sharyn, Riggs, seriously, is now a good time to try to even sell my house or even buy one? And you guys already know what I'm going to say. I will always go back to it depends on how you feel. The reality is real estate, again, is an essential business. So from where I sit, I am still working, I am still serving, and I suggest with a level of precaution, as much as is out there for us to follow now, following all those precautions and then some, I certainly say there's opportunity to still move forward with selling your home or buying a home. Now, you have to evaluate your own comfort level, and I cannot do that for you. But from where I sit right now, looking at the real estate data, things are positive. Now, I did read an article here put out by the Columbus Dispatch, and everyone's got their eye on Columbus and other big metros because we have been a hot market for months and months and months and months, and I've talked about that. But they're really wanting to see what the housing market looks like this month, the following month, etc., as we move through this time of the coronavirus and come out on the other side. And here's the thing, none of us know how long we're going to be in this space, right? The order is saying through April 6th that we have to stay at home, but that could be through the end of April or longer. Like, no one knows yet, right? So the data will speak to us. This article talks about, though, that February looked good for the housing market here in Columbus, and things were still moving forward, kicking off that spring market earlier than normal, but was very strong. But we were also at the very start of the coronavirus, and a lot had not happened here in Ohio in terms of the various closures to businesses, etc., that the governor ordered. So the data is going to drive it, and I will bring that to you as it comes out. But I am going to show you this graphic here that my president and COO shared with our company at Coldwell Banker, just looking at last week. So at the time of this video, last week's stats in the real estate market, just so you can see where they were. So I'm not just saying that because I'm in the real estate space, things are great. The data is still showing that things are good. Folks are still buying, folks are still selling. What I will tell you is absolutely everyone, myself included, are just making changes to how business is done. So the reality is virtual showings are becoming the thing. I think I saw a stat that said virtual showings, actually I did. It was put out by the National Association of Realtors. Said they've seen a spike in virtual tours by 500%. I literally just read that before I started filming this video. They're up 500%. So the reality is folks are concerned, but folks are seeing the opportunity in circumstances where maybe activity has slowed down. Think about this. Folks are in our market. It is a seller's market up to this point. Buyers have been fighting it out to find homes and to get those in contract. Now is a wonderful time if they're in that space, because there are some folks who have pulled back. That's what I mean by opportunity. Now, if you're not comfortable and you can put things on hold, fantastic. But I know I'm talking to folks who are relocating to Columbus who don't quite have that luxury to be able to put things on hold and really don't want to look at rental options either. So we have to accommodate and make this all work so that business keeps on moving. So again, I personally think this is case by case with every single person I would talk to or every single customer or client to make sure they're comfortable. But I would definitely say virtual tours are what a lot of folks are requesting. Now, I'm not dismissing the fact that virtual tours are certainly not the same as you getting your own eyes on the property. And so there's got to be a level of conversation and dialogue around that so that you feel comfortable making the purchase you're making. And if you're a seller, you feel comfortable having folks in your home. There's all kind of ways to do that to really limit the amount of traffic at any given time through the home. There's all kind of ways to do that and have ways and precautions to put in place to keep everyone safe. But I think it's a conversation that folks honestly just need to have. I will say here over the last couple of days, probably starting over the weekend through the present, I did notice once the governor issued the order of the stay-at-home order, I did see price drops starting to happen. Now, I am not saying they were happening all across our county or all across the state, not saying that, but I certainly saw those happen given a weekend when most buyers are out, but there was a lot of anticipation of what's going to happen, that immediately once we start hearing other things were closing, sellers start going into a space to really start dropping prices as a way to kind of make maybe one final effort to attract those buyers to submit those offers and get things locked in. So I'm pretty curious to see how that plays out for the next week, 2 or several, to see if that continues to happen, because I have been seeing that over the last couple of days. So look, I don't have a crystal ball. I can't tell you and predict what's going to happen, but I can only say that real estate, again, is an essential line of business. And so things will move forward in all space real estate. Will there be some delays? I think so, absolutely, as things continue to evolve and maybe change what feels like almost every single day. But I do believe folks are still out buying. I see it. I look at the MLS every morning, every evening. Folks are still buying. Folks are still selling. Folks are seeing some level of opportunity amongst all of this. But I do believe collectively all of us are taking the necessary precautions to keep each other safe, to not overly risk things, but still trying to move things forward with whatever goals or plans that they have set. So I will keep you informed as all of this continues to unfold here in Columbus, and just try to keep providing the data and the numbers and the insight to inform if you're looking to relocate here in the next couple of months. I know I've been talking to several of you who are looking to do that, but a lot of things are closed here, just like it may be in your current state or city. So it's just some conversations back and forth with those various entities trying to figure out when things go back to normal, and right now none of us know. So hit me up in the comments section. Let me know what questions, comments, concerns you have. I will be a resource for you as best I can here in Columbus, and the sun will come up. We will be on the other side of this really soon is my hope, and we can all get back to that normal life that we used to know, not this new normal that we're having to operate in now. Well, with that, that's all I have for now. Thank you so much for watching. Stay fabulous and productive and well, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care.